She's blocking my arm.
Put your hand behind your back.
I'll put this.
Okay, stop.
Okay, I just want to take
Okay, this is what's going to happen.
You're
going to go to the ground.
I just want to. I just put it here. All right?
You have to put your hand behind your back.
I got it, sorry. You're not listening.
Okay.
No, it's not okay.
Okay, what do you want?
Hands behind your back.
I'm in the ground, man. You sure are.
Put your hand behind your back. Stop resisting and put your hand behind your back.
At Philadelphia International Airport, an American Airlines departure turned volatile. A passenger denied boarding by the flight captain following outbursts at gate agents refused to accept that decision. What followed, captured on airport police Bodycam, raises significant questions about private carrier authority under federal law, the legal threshold for battery, and the consequences of resisting a lawful arrest. Bodycam activates as officers escort the passenger away from Gate 82 at Philadelphia International. He is vocal, repeatedly claiming racial discrimination and insisting his right to board cannot be revoked. Under 49 U.S.C. Section 44902, airlines may refuse any passenger whose conduct is disruptive. Under 14 C.F. Section 91.3, the pilot in command holds final authority over who boards the aircraft. The captain's word is law. The passenger argues he passed security and did nothing wrong. This reflects a common but critical misunderstanding. TSA clearance grants access to the sterile area of an airport. It does not obligate any airline to transport you.
Excuse me, pardon me. Sorry. Where is he?
He somehow managed to make it down. We
All right.
Stop him. Wait for
Excuse me, get out of the way, please.
Thank you.
Yo, let's go.
Great.
Him, let's go. Come with me. Let's go. What are you doing? What are you doing? Let's go.
I'm doing nothing.
Get off the bridge. Let's go. You don't listen to people? Is that your problem? Come on, let's go. Keep walking.
Look, wait.
Listen.
Wait.
We get to the end, we talk, all right?
Okay.
Let's go.
Can I talk?
No, you walk at the end. Walk now, we talk later. What's you got a problem listening to people?
I'm
Keep going. Keep walking. Let's go. They tell you you're not flying, you're not flying.
Why not?
Yeah.
They are
They're right. Come on, keep going.
They are racist.
Okay, well,
They are racist. They are racist. And I am
Come on,
wrong.
keep walking.
I'm wrong.
Keep walking.
They are racist. And I'm wrong.
If they tell you you're not flying, you're not flying. So you have to listen to them. How about that?
I'm
Let's
listening
go.
to you.
Keep walking.
I'm listening to the cops. I'm listening to you, the police.
Well, you gotta listen to them too.
No, I don't have to listen to
Yeah,
them.
you do.
Because they
Yeah,
are
you
racist.
do, buddy. Come on, let's go.
Come on, man. Don't worry. Please move. No violence, all right?
Listen.
Don't make us be violent.
If they're telling you not to go on the plane, why don't you listen to them if they tell you that?
It's not up to you. It's up to them.
You have your ID?
What's wrong, sir?
Let's send it to you.
What's
your
wrong,
license?
sir?
You got your license?
Yes, I do. I was
you
in
just asked for your
vacation.
license.
So it's
Give me
really
your license.
necessary?
Yes.
If they tell you you're not flying, you're not
means
flying.
you're not going to fly.
I'm telling her.
I don't know what happened between
He tried me. He screamed at me.
whatever the
I
situation
told
was between him
her,
and
what you
her.
gonna do?
I was over here
That's what
at gate
happened.
82. He came over there screaming,
Why are you?
screaming for no reason. I had no idea what happened.
I was
The captain was here at the gate. The captain heard him screaming, threatening, and the captain said he doesn't want him on the flight. So we boarded the flight. We told him, you're not allowed, we can't let you on
He
the
was
flight.
supposed to go at 82.
No, he was supposed to go here, but I was working at 82.
Okay.
So the captain heard him screaming at me and screaming at him, and the captain said he doesn't want him on the flight.
She's telling me I discriminate her.
Just relax.
I have been
I didn't say
discriminated.
you discriminated me.
What? I discriminate to you?
Why are you being so loud?
I have been discriminated,
Why are you
man.
being so loud?
We're
not deaf.
I'm completely.
We're trying to help you. We're trying to help them.
When you
Would you
Sir,
please
if
relax?
you want to help me, I need to take this plane.
You're not going to get on that plane. You're not flying on that
Why?
plane.
And
You're just
honestly,
not.
after this, they're
So
probably
you
not going to
are-
let you
You're
fly
not
at all.
flying a plane.
you're not
They told
having-
you no. No means no.
That's the rule.
No means no.
Sir,
They run the
I
show.
passed through the security.
It doesn't matter.
I did everything I did nothing
It doesn't
wrong,
matter.
right?
Someone that's a person.
Okay, so you're at 82. He goes over there.
So he comes over there screaming, saying that someone over here was discriminating against him. And I'm like, okay. And then he just like started screaming, like going off for no reason. I didn't know what was going on. He's recording me, and I'm like, stop recording me. He's like, you're discriminating against me. He's discriminating. I'm back. Basically, he's saying I'm backing up someone discriminating against him.
Okay.
So the captain heard him. The captain came up and said he doesn't want him on his flight. So when he started boarding, we stopped him from boarding. He like forced his way down the bridge.
It'll be just a second.
Did he touch anybody or anything?
Yeah, he was. He touched Bryce. Him.
Would you stab you step up to the side for a second?
So what happened?
The passenger originally came up to me after I was still working in Philadelphia. We were delayed 4.5 hours, and I was trying to get him out of here. He came up to me, approached me here, and started yelling at me immediately that he was demanding I help him immediately. And I said, "Hey man, I'll try to help you, but I gotta see my Philadelphia passengers out first." And once I said that, he started screaming at me, saying, "I demand help right now." And then I told him, "You need to respect me, you need to be quiet, and once I'm done with this fight, I'll come help you." I had to walk away from him at that point. Came back up here. He wasn't available to me, but I got called by my colleague that he had approached her, screaming at her, and we were with this camera recording her. And then I went to go meet a plane, and he ran up to me to take a video or photo of me. I asked him not to. And he said, "Sir, keep this up. We're going to have to not allow you to fly with American Airlines." And then during the initial boarding, I stood behind my boarding agent to monitor and tell him to step to the side. So I said, "Sir, I stepped to the side. You're not going to be able to fly with us today." And he persisted to try to scan his boarding pass, so I put my hand on the scanner, and I tried to turn it to the side, and then he tried to have passengers come around him. He was still, when I did that, I physically got hit on my hand because he was trying to access the scanner with my hand over it. He never did scan the boarding pass, but then he just went on down. And at that point, I figured I should get ahead of him and shut up my...
The gate agent tells officers that the passenger approached her colleague at gate 82 demanding immediate help. When told to wait, he escalated, screaming, recording staff on his phone, and following the agent to a separate gate. During boarding, the agent intervened at the scanner. Her hand was struck as the passenger tried to force his way through. She ran ahead to lock the jet bridge door, and the passenger ran directly through her arm to access the bridge. Under Pennsylvania law, simple battery is defined at 18 pascals. Cons. Stat. Section 2301, as intentional, knowing, or reckless bodily contact without consent. The prosecution need not prove injury, only that unpermitted physical contact occurred. The officer calmly explains the legal situation multiple times. The airline is a private company. When it says no, that is a final decision, not a negotiation. When the gate agent confirms she wishes to press charges, the officer proceeds to arrest.
Shut my secure door, and when I went to lock the door and I tried to shut the door, he ran through my arm, and I'm still kind of feeling the numbness in my fingers.
Do you want to press charges? You want to press charges for battery?
I think I do.
Okay, we can do that.
So why they
No,
why
they don't have to have a reason. It's a private company. No, they can tell you anybody they want.
This is a kind of discrimination.
Well, I'm not here for that. I'm here because they told you no.
They say no.
I'm here because they told you no, and no means no. Do you understand? No means no. It doesn't mean maybe. It doesn't mean it's up to you, because it's not up to you. It's not up to you. It's a private business. They said no. That means no. That's what it means.
Your license.
I'm going to get a translator over here. I'm going to get a translator over here, okay? Licencia, por favor. If he asks you that, we're going to have a problem.
I don't have a.
Oh, I'm going to have a problem. I'm going to tell you. Yeah. Nothing.
It's pretty bad for you right now. And
You're being
making it
ridiculous.
worse. It's bad for you now, and you're making it worse.
So rude?
I'm not rude to you. I asked you a
You're
question. Give me your
ridiculous.
license.
What I am?
You're like a 2-year-old kid.
You have your boarding pass?
Why am I?
I don't know why.
License or boarding pass?
Sir, need a translator and I need
Translator's not
a
going to help
lawyer.
you.
I don't know why this.
You have a clear problem with listening.
I'm on vacation.
You have a very clear problem with listening.
I'm on vacation.
Okay. So what?
I'm not here to get a problem.
Well, you already are a problem, clearly. Why am I here talking to you? Let me see your boarding pass or your license.
I'm waiting, man.
You can wait all you want. It's not going to change anything.
You're making this a lot worse and a lot harder than you have
You're
to.
like a 2-year-old. 2-year-old baby. Because you're acting like a baby. You think you're going to just walk onto the plane after they told you no. That's like a 2-year-old.
Why
They said no. No means no. No means no.
I need to get in.
No, you're not going on the plane. You missed that flight. It's over with.
No, not thank you very much.
You're done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We're here to help you.
I've got a song.
We're here to help you.
So he's going to go for battery. He hit him trying to get down to the gate.
Perfect.
So he can go.
Stand up, put your hands behind your back. You're being arrested for battery. Stand up and put your hands behind your back.
What's happened, sir?
You're being arrested for battery.
What's happened, sir?
Let's take this off.
Okay.
Here, let's take it off. Let's take it off.
Put your hand behind your back.
Let's take this back.
Don't put your hand behind your back.
Take it off real quick.
Put your hand behind your
I
back.
just want to put my phone on the bag.
Put your hand behind your back.
She's broken my arm.
Put your hand behind your back.
I'll put this.
Okay, stop.
Okay, I just want to take
Okay,
my.
this is what's going to happen.
You're
You're going to go to the
bag.
ground.
I just want to. I don't. I just put it here. All right.
Sorry,
Hand behind your back.
I got it. Sorry. You're not
Okay.
listening.
No, it's not okay.
Okay. What do you want?
Hands behind your back.
I'm in the ground, man. You sure are.
Put your hand behind your back. Stop resisting and put your hand behind your back.
Okay, sir.
Gary, I got his other hand. Gary, I got his hand. Gary, I got his hand. Gary, I got his hand. I got it.
The arrest does not go smoothly. When ordered to place his hands behind his back, the passenger reaches for his phone, attempts to remove his backpack, and continues arguing. Officers issue clear, repeated commands. He does not comply. Under Graham versus Connor, decided by the Supreme Court in 1989, the reasonableness of force used during an arrest must be judged from the perspective of a reasonable officer on the scene, not with the benefit of hindsight. The underlying crime is battery, a misdemeanor. The passenger poses no obvious physical threat, but he is actively refusing to comply, reaching toward his belongings despite commands, and physically preventing officers from securing his hands. Pennsylvania codifies resisting arrest at 18 pascals, cons, stat, section 5104, which prohibits using force or creating a substantial risk of bodily injury to prevent a public servant from effecting a lawful arrest. This conduct satisfies that statute. Officers take the passenger to the ground. Handcuffs are applied. He complains the cuffs are too tight. An officer's obligation is to ensure restraints are not punitive, not to loosen them on demand while the subject remains agitated. Post-arrest, officers collect statements from the American Airlines supervisor. The passenger was transported from Philadelphia International facing 2 charges: battery under Section 2301, and resisting arrest with violence under Section 5104.
Help it! Help it!
There you go.
Help it! Help it! Help it!
We're okay.
Help it!
We're okay.
Help it!
We're okay.
Oh, man, what are you doing, man? I'm on vacation, man. What are you doing, man?
You could have a very hard time listening.
Okay. I mean, listen, you man.
Got it?
I asked you for no violence, right? Man, it's too tight. It's too tight. It's too tight.
Spin him.
Please,
You want to keep him?
help me.
Yeah, this one's going to be tough.
Somebody help me. It's too tight.
Okay,
Too
relax.
tight.
Stop yelling.
Ah!
Move your hands.
Ah! Ah! It's too tight. Ah!
Wait a minute, I can fix it.
Stop moving.
Help me.
No.
Oh,
You see, you got it, Gary?
terminal is
You double
catching
locked it?
everything, man.
No.
Terminal is catching everything. What are you doing, man?
I'm trying to fix
I'm not with violence, right? I asked for a lawyer. I asked for a lawyer. Just that.
Stop yelling.
I asked for a lawyer.
Stop
I
yelling.
can't fix it while you're
Why are you
yelling.
doing this, sir?
I can't get to it.
We should
Oh,
stand him up,
it's
really.
You want to
it's
stand
too
up?
tight, man. What are you doing? It's too tight.
There you go.
Ah!
It's good. It's good. Now you gonna stand up or what? Stop yelling.
Ah! Help me!
You're getting arrested, man. Stop making it a big deal.
Why am I arrested, man? Why am I arrested? I did nothing,
double lock
man.
it.
You are a police guy. You look like television. You are like television. Can I get my phone and put in my bag, please?
No.
Just that.
No.
That's what I'm asking for.
Sure, you need to stop resisting. You're still
I'm
resisting.
not resisting,
yes,
man.
you are.
I said no violence. I just want to take my phone and put my bag, please, sir.
Walk that way.
What are you doing? My bag, my bag.
searched.
I've been research all the time here. What is it? Put my phone in the bag, please. I will lost it.
Walk that way.
Hey, sir.
Stop yelling. Stop.
What did you do
Grow up.
to hurt them?
Come on.
You really are.
Who's my victim?
I'll be right back.
To do the job of the society, man.
All you were going to do is get rebooked, and you made it completely worse.
All right. Do you need anything done?
Yeah, there's a victim for battery. I got to get him statements if you can get that for me.
Okay.
It's the one talking to Jabari, the American Airlines guy.
Shirt on? Polo shirt?
Yeah.
You can. I don't go anywhere, man. Okay, you can let me. It's unnecessary. I don't go anywhere.
You resisted up until 2
I
seconds
don't
ago.
resist, sir.
I'm sure you did.
Well, of course not. The camera
You know what no means? No means no.
The camera says
No means
everything.
no. Oh, it's all on here.
The passenger raises the issue of hate crimes. The officer correctly explains, a hate crime under 18 pascals. Cons. Stat. Section 2, 1710 requires an underlying criminal act with bias as a motivating factor, not bias alone. That standard is not met here. There is no evidence on this footage that the denial of boarding was racially motivated. The captain's decision followed direct observation of threatening behavior conduct, documented by multiple witnesses and corroborated by staff. The arresting officer receives a grade of A-, legally grounded arrest, proportionate force, and exceptional patience. The sole deduction is for unprofessional language during the custodial encounter. American Airlines receives a grade of B+. The passenger receives a grade of D. Every decision he made worsened his legal position. Screaming at staff triggered the removal order. Forcing through the jet bridge created the battery charge. Resisting arrest added a second criminal count. The lesson is clear. If you believe a carrier has discriminated against you, the remedy is a civil complaint, potentially under 42 U.S.C. Section 1981, not forcing onto a jet bridge. De-escalation is always the legally safer choice. Know the distinction between TSA authority and airline authority. Passing security does not guarantee boarding. Once a captain issues a removal order, the only lawful options are to comply, seek rebooking, and pursue formal legal remedies.
Absolutely,
Yes,
you're
sir.
right.
I did
When did you go to court?
When he said, come on, I get
Buddy, I say put your hands
behind.
behind your back. It doesn't mean you start reaching for stuff when you say put your hands behind your back. Is that what that means? Does that mean you
Yes, sir.
start reaching
I
for
was
stuff?
just trying
It was fine.
to put
You
the
didn't have to
phone
do it, all right?
on my bag, just that. I just want to know what I have been accused. Just that.
You touched him.
Lady, could you tell me what I done?
Battery.
Battery?
Battery.
Battery. What is it?
Means you touched somebody that you shouldn't have.
I touched somebody?
Yes, sir.
I did it, right? And the camera will show it.
Yes, sir.
You're really terrible, man. I really can't go here. Can I go to other place, to the other sides? So I should watch what you're doing. You are messing my things, and I
mind your business.
not in my presence. Not in my presence.
Want to go on the other side?
You should mess my things in my presence.
money on the other
The camera is filming. All right.
Everything's
It's
on
all
camera.
video.
Everything's on camera. Look, his camera is on,
You
buddy.
need to mess my things in my presence.
I don't have
You don't need to. You
on.
don't.
Everything's recorded.
This just with a warning. You have a warning. You have a warning.
I don't need one. You're arrested.
Okay. You don't need.
You want his passport, sir?
I mean, anything with a name and birthday.
There you go. You did that. Okay.
All right, we're going to the other side. We're going in the car, all right? Everything's recorded, my friend. Everything.
I'm afraid.
The whole encounter.
I will weigh you all the time.
My man,
Could you take it off
No, we're not taking it off. You have to ride with
in
it.
the front?
Nope. You want to go to the other side and put this on?
Yeah. No.
All on the hoodie.
Taking like
So you got battery and you got resistant violence.
Yeah.
So he resisted from the second we tried to put handcuffs.
Is there any type of charge for going on the jet bridge when you shouldn't? Nah.
It's not like a trespass.
Nah.
It's kind of.
I figured that.
racist is not a crime with you.
I'm sorry?
Racist is not crime with you.
Sure it is. Well, racism isn't per se, but if you do a crime with it, it makes it worse,
Racism
which is good.
Is a crime or not?
Well,
No?
yeah, it depends on the circumstance. Absolutely, I agree with you.
It is or not?
It is.
Depends.
It is a crime. If it goes along with a crime, I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Hate crime.
It's a hate crime. But when they told you not to get on the plane, that means you can't get on the plane.